Texas. Please stand by me in the invocation.
Father God, as always, we're thankful for the blessings of this day and the beautiful time of the year and the season you've given us and the weather that we have. And Lord, those of us that have spent our life in this county are very thankful for all the blessings you've given us. And this morning we pause in this Commissioners Court meeting to just to ask you, Lord, that you come down and preside over this meeting. I'm thinking about the old man that said, life sure is tedious. And I think all of us here know that it is if you've lived very long. And these commissioners are relying on you, Lord, to provide the wisdom they need to direct their thoughts and actions to benefit the citizens of this county. We're not in this alone. You're here with us in spirit. And we just pray that you preside over our actions. For it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please join me at the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor to Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney.
Here.
Commissioner Casterline.
Here.
Commissioner Russo. Here. Commissioner Dupnick.
Here.
Judge Garza.
Here, we've got a full court. This time, we'll hear from citizens be heard. Comments will be taken from the audience on any subject matter that is not on the agenda. And we've got one, Melissa Escobar.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Thank you so much. I just wanted to talk as an individual for Aransas County. My name's Melissa Escobar, 2451 Murphy Road. It's regarding to the animal control officer to be recognized as first responders. I want to speak for this. Like I said, just in my own personal experience of working with animal control, I do fully support this. I think it's a great idea. I think there is, because animal control does so much, is very multifaceted field in animal control from beginning to end, from the point that they make contact with an animal or with an individual who owns an animal all the way up until the end, till the animal is adopted or whatever the outcome is. They handle that themselves. So they do a lot within that time period for the protection of animal and for the protection of the public. I think that they should be recognized as first responders, primarily because that's what they are. They go out into the field, they deal with animals who may be dangerous, they may be dealing with pet owners who are disgruntled. And so they're put in very unsafe situations all the time. And so they have to go in for the protection of animals or for people, and they handle the situation, they work investigations, they take them to court, they defend them, and then they also have to determine the outcome of that animal. Our animal control services that we have in Aransas County are awesome because they also engage in adoption events, placement, but there's much more to it than that. When we have emergency situations in the county, such as hurricanes, they are out there. They are out there from the beginning to end to get animals out of the community who are owned. They help disabled, they help folks who, senior citizens, they help people who cannot get out of the area to get their animals out of the area. So they deal with a lot on the day-to-day, but they don't have a lot of the protections that I feel that they should. There are situations that they go into that I'm just amazed that they walk into it with some education, with some de-escalation skills and a catch pole. And I know as an ex-law enforcement officer, the situations that I had to deal with when I was approaching folks who did not want me there, and I know how quickly those can turn. Animal control officers are in the exact same situation. If they're going out there and they're confronting somebody who does not want them there, they are in danger. And so by listing them as first responders, we're going to give them more education opportunities, possibly more grants, more equipment to do the things that they need to do to protect themselves. But at the end of the day, what their job is they protect people from dangerous animals, and they protect animals from dangerous people. Okay, so they protect. So I think this is a great opportunity. I support it. And I think they do a great job. I think they're a little under-recognized in the community, and I think this opportunity will allow them to bring some awareness to what their role is in Aransas County and all the great works that they do. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa. All right, we'll move on to section 6, presentations and proclamations. Number 1 is the issuance of proclamation P19 2024, National 4-H Week. Morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Megan Glidden. I'm the Family and Community Health Agent here in Aransas County, working for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension. I'm joined today by my coworker, Ginger Easton Smith. She's the Ag and Natural Resource Agent, our Program Assistant, Gay Root, as well as some 4-Hers that I'll bring up here in a moment after I'm done reading the proclamation. So our proclamation today is Beyond Ready 2024 National 4-H Week Proclamation P19 2024. Whereas Aransas County is proud to honor the Texas 4-H Youth Development Program of the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service for 116 years of providing experience-based education to youth throughout the Lone Star State. And whereas this admirable program, which seeks to provide a learning experience for all youth through their head, heart, hands, and health, helps young Texans to acquire knowledge, develop life skills, and form attitudes to enable them to become self-directed, productive, and contributing members of our society. And whereas the programs more than 550,000 urban, suburban, and rural youth participants ranging in age from 8 to 18 come from diverse ethnic and socioeconomic backgrounds and truly represent a cross-section of the state. And whereas the program undoubtedly could not have achieved the success that it has today were it not for the service of its more than 30,000 volunteers who have given generously of their time, talents, energies, and resources to the youth of Texas. And whereas through its proud history, the 4-H program has developed positive role models for countless Texans through its innovative and inspiring programs and continues to build character and instill the values that have made our state strong. Now, therefore, be it resolved, Aransas County hereby designates October 6th through the 12th, 2024 as National 4-H Week in Texas and commend the 4-H Youth Development Program of the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service and the many men and women who have made the program a success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I'll have some of our 4-Hers come up and they're going to tell you who they are and what their favorite projects or things about 4-H is.
Hello, I'm Sydney Lopez, and I've been 4-H for 7 years, and my favorite project is showing goats. I really love to just go out there and work with my goats. I've always loved all animals, and I think it's just really fun to go out there and just watch your goat progress the more you work with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Landon Robertson. I'm a 4-H ambassador. So my favorite thing to do in 4-H is homemaking. I like doing the arts and crafts and stuff.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Logan Robertson, and I like showing turkeys. Hi, my name is Boy. Whoa, that is loud.
It's okay.
Hi, my name is Boyson Schwelling, and I like shooting sports.
Nice.
Come up and introduce yourself. She's gonna be a little nervous. That's Madison over there, and she's a new 4-Her this year. So we're working on our public speaking skills. Yes. All right. Let's see if we can get a picture. Yeah.
Oh, let's vote real quick.
Yes. Go or do the vote.
Commissioner Cheney,
Commissioner Cheney.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes. All right, let's take a picture. There was no motion. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh,
That's all right.
So it's just a proclamation. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. 7
Thank you.
years, that's tremendous.
Yeah. All right. I'll tell you, last year I went to one of the 4-H meetings and they ran a great meeting. I mean, the professionalism, Robert's Rules of Order, it was pretty good. Pretty impressive. We'll go to item number 2. And this is another proclamation. Issuance of proclamation P 2024, declaring October 2024 as Archaeology Month.
Oh. Good morning, Commissioners. Judge. This is Proclamation P 2024, Texas Archaeology Month. Whereas Texas heritage is rich in cultural diversity as represented by the numerous archaeological and historic sites within our state, and whereas preservation on Texas's prehistoric and historic archaeological sites offer significant cultural, educational, and economic benefits to all citizens, and whereas each archaeological and historic site is unique and an irreplaceable part of Texas history, and whereas knowledge and understanding of our past is threatened by intentional and unintentional destruction, and whereas the Texas Historical Commission, Texas Archaeological Society, Council of Texas Archaeologists, and the Texas Foundation have joined with museums, local archaeological societies, county historical commissions, and other preservation groups to promote public awareness and involvement in protecting the significant cultural resources. And whereas Texas Archaeology Month offers an opportunity for all citizens to reflect on Texas's unique legacy and the contributions archaeological investigations offer in interpreting and understanding our past. Now, therefore, we, the Aransas County Commissioners Court, do hereby proclaim the month of October 2024 to be Texas Archaeology Month in Aransas County, and urge all citizens to join in recognizing Texas Archaeology Month by visiting archaeology exhibits at local museums, societies, and history centers, visiting historic sites in Aransas County and the Coastal Bend, and attending educational seminars on archaeology and historic preservation.
Thank you. We don't need a vote.
I know.
You're like, would y'all like to take a picture, ladies? There's no vote.
No vote.
We'll just accept the proclamation.
Okay.
The token mail.
One, two, three. Got it. Thank you.
These girls do all the work.
All right. Item number 3, issuance of proclamation P 2024, declaring October 2024 as National Breast Cancer Month.
Okay, whereas breast cancer is a significant health issue affecting millions of individuals and families worldwide, and early detection and treatment are crucial for improving survival rates. And whereas October serves as a time to raise awareness about breast cancer, educate the public about prevention and early detection, and support those affected by the disease. And whereas we celebrate the strength and resilience of those currently battling breast cancer, honor the memory of those who have lost their lives to this disease, and recognize the ongoing effects of researchers and healthcare professionals working tirelessly to find a cure. And whereas community organizations, healthcare providers, and advocates play a vital role in promoting breast cancer awareness and providing resources for education support. Now, therefore, let it be known that we, the Commissioners Court of Aransas County, do hereby proclaim the month of October to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Aransas County. We encourage all citizens to participate in awareness activities, support those affected by breast cancer, and continue to the ongoing fight against this disease. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now item number 4, presentation by the Texas Maritime Museum announce a new expansion project. Morning, Michael.
Good morning.
Morning.
Again, my name is Mike Labels. I'm the new Executive Director for the Texas Maritime Museum, and this is Tom Rodino, the President of the Board of Trustees for the Texas Maritime Museum. Thank you once again for just allowing us to come in today and just to talk to you a little bit more about what we're doing. Obviously, the objective today is to tell you a little bit more about what we've been working on and the goals for the future. Well, I started back on May 1st, 2024, obviously, and some of you, I believe, were there at the first county commissioner meeting that I came in and just said, hey, I'm here. But the fact is that from the very first meeting that I was actually in attendance to, we've been talking solely about three major aspects: education, the exhibit experience, and the impact on our community. And the fact is that every single one of those conversations kind of led us down to the singular aspect that we need to expand. We need to create an experience. And today what we're doing is to talk to you a little bit more about that experience and what we're hoping to do in the near future. Oh, very good. See, look at this. Tom, this is working today. So the fact is that what we're proposing in the near future is that we're going to be expanding, or we hope to expand, basically triple the overall size of the organization. So according to this layout, what you will see is that number one, we're going to change the entryway. So our current entryway is right now is on the Veterans Memorial Drive. We're actually proposing that we're going to be moving it to the Chamber Drive. This will eliminate a lot of congestion. Obviously, the NAV district, we've talked to the NAV district about this as well, and we both agree that this would actually eliminate a little bit of congestion. Safety is the number one key. We want people to come in to experience and to have fun and experience the Texas Maritime Museum in its fulls. But the fact is that we don't want safety to be a question. So that's the reason why we're actually moving it to the Chamber Drive. But again, this plan right here that we're proposing. This is actually in 3 different phases. And I'll kind of go into a little bit more detail in just a second. But you can actually get a closer view here that one of the first things that we did, according to the plan, is that we're actually going to move one of our outdoor exhibits inside. It's the Tortuga. And the reason why we're going to do this is so we can preserve history. It's one of the last known of its type. And that's one of the things about that is that when people come through the doors with the use of technology, we're able to recreate the sights and the sounds essentially as if it's back in the water. How amazing would that be for a child, one of these 4-Hers, to come through the doors and to see the Tortuga and to hear the waves crashing against the hull, the sound of the wind as it captures the sail. And that's exactly what it is. It's that excitement that we're trying to provide, that experience. As you can see that we're also providing a donor wall. We're wanting to appreciate every single one of our donors as they come through the door. Anybody who donates to the organization, we want to make sure that they're front and center. So that way, anybody and everybody coming through the doors will see this. On the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that we have an interactive experience or exhibit. The fact is that we know and we understand that the use of to experience exhibits as a whole, it's not just a hands-on, it's actually use of technology. Again, to try to get even my 14-year-old to get off her phone is a little complication, but to actually provide an experience where they're able to use virtual reality, for example, is something of an amazing experience. This is something that we're going to try to provide so that way, not only for our local community, but for our region, for our state, to come back and to continue to come back. And that's what we're trying to provide here. As you notice, if you go down on the left side, you'll notice that there's a discovery area. This is for children. This leads into our education experience. The fact is that we're trying to provide an experience for all ages, for all people. As I move along, this actually leads into phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 2 here, we actually have the classrooms. Each classroom will fit anywhere between 40 to 50 students each. The center wall there, that's actually going to be a retractable wall. So that way, if our director of education chooses or needs to have a larger space, she's able to open that up. So that way it's a much larger experience. On the way down, you can see that we have a multi-purpose auditorium. That will seat anywhere between, well, let's just say just a little over 200 people. Okay. This last month, we had a retirement party. I think most of you were there. That could easily have gone in there. We've had a book signing. Guess what? That could go in here. We have Patreon party. In fact, in December 7th, we even have our maritime ball. That could easily go in here. There's many things that we can do, but think about all the things that the public can use it for as well. And that's what we're wanting to do, is provide an experience and an opportunity for our public to use this facility just as much as we can. But the fact is that the phase one is not just a singular floor. It's actually 2 floors. I'm going to zoom in here. In order to get Tortuga into the site, we have to create a second floor, which allows the public to actually view Tortuga from multiple perspectives. So you're actually able to see it from the ground floor and then take the stairwell up and to actually see it from above, which is amazing for a sailor like myself to be able to see a ship from different perspectives. Quite an experience. But as you can see, we take down the hallway, it goes into the curatorial space with an elevator that's actually a freight elevator. So that way, not only can we haul people, but also artifacts up and down, all the way down into the administration area. But again, we're trying to create an experience. The experience is something that you see from outside that carries on into the interior. So this is our current proposal for the exterior. You'll notice a couple of interesting features. Number one is that the peak on the top of the roof of the ceiling, or excuse me, on top of the main building. And if you notice that there's windows that allows lighting to come in. Again, we're wanting to illuminate the space appropriately. However, anybody who knows artifacts knows that lighting is bad, can be bad. But you wanted to do it in an appropriate way, so that way it illuminates the space without actually affecting the artifacts. The other thing that you'll notice is that on the far left side there's actually a little bit of a niche, and that is a seating area for our guests to come in, to sit down, and to actually experience and see down the beachhead. Quite a view. The last one is that you'll notice that the entryway is basically like a slatted wall, so that way people can, before they even step into the facility, they can actually start seeing the experience that they're about to have. And that's exactly what we're wanting to do. Again, this is experience from the exterior all the way into the interior. But we're also wanting to use materials that actually extends the facility. So it's not just one in contrast to another. We're actually wanting to extend the current facility, so that way it all meshes quite well. However, the courtyard itself also provides its own unique experience. Again, you'll see that we actually create another niche, so that way people can actually sit down, enjoy, and experience the harbor. If you also notice that we also use the brick area to guard, essentially to guard where all the exhibits are, but we use slat walls to actually create enough lighting, natural lighting, to come into the area. But a lot of people ask us the question, this fundamental question. Number one, the phases. Explain the phases. Well, all the blue is phase one. That is actually 19,900 square foot. Phase 2 is in green, and phase 3 is in that peach color. Again, the overall scope of the project itself is 25,740 square foot. I believe that's correct, yeah. And phase 2 is just a hair over 2,000, and phase 3 is 3,770. But everybody asks us the fundamental question of how much this will cost. It's actually $13.8 million. Roughly 501 per square foot. Now, our neighbors, the Rock, I believe that that's essentially what they had as well, which is very comparable. But I've been asked, since I've been doing these talks, I've been asked a couple of fundamental questions. Number one, are we asking the community to pay for this? No, we're not. The organization, the Texas Maritime Museum, is going to work on a capital expansion project, capital expansion or a capital project campaign. That is. The number two is that have we started? No, we have not started yet. The reason why we haven't started is because we're asking for permission before we actually go out to people. We don't want to waste anybody's time, but we also want to share information about what we're working on. We're going to get, I believe that we're on the docket this month to get permission to move forward with this. Once we do, don't be surprised if you hear back from me to talk a little bit more about that capital expansion project. But the final one is that what are we, or when are we anticipating this completed? If all the stars align, then we're expecting groundbreaking in 2 years. Okay. You as well, obviously you're well aware that building projects takes a little bit of time. So that may take about 4 years to be actually completed. But this is not a fit and finish, by the way. So that number right there that we provided is not a fit and finish. It's not where, this includes all the exhibits. This is just the facility itself. Okay. But again, Tom, if you have any additional comments.
Excuse me. Well, I do. A couple of key points. Michael already made one of them about how we're going to pay for this. Everything that the museum does is done with donations and grants. So that's how we're working on it. We are going to make a request to the Texas legislature for funding assistance with the museum. A lot of people don't know that the Texas Maritime Museum is designated by the Texas legislature in the 70th legislature as the official Maritime Museum of Texas. And we have proclamations from both houses to that effect. But up until the last legislative session, they never went back to the state for any type of funding assistance. So with the help of Representative Todd Hunter, we did get some funds to take care of long overdue maintenance and repairs. And that's what we've been continuing to work on. So we're hoping to get some additional help from the state there. The other thing is that this is not an entirely new concept. If you were to stop into the admin office at the museum, we can show you the original site plan that showed that entire site being developed. For some reason, the first building was constructed. Nothing else happened after that. Even the administration building down at the end is not in the final plan. That was intended to be temporary. So we're dusting off all of those plans. We're going back to work on building awareness of the museum. A lot of people in the area don't even know we exist, including the maritime community, who should be very much aware of that. So we're working on all of those things simultaneously. As Michael pointed out, the navigation district is our landlord. So we started there. We need their sign off before we can proceed. We hope to have that in the next at our next meeting in concept. And then once we have that, then we'll look at fundraising and we'll identify a target for when we'll be able to make a commitment to go further.
All right.
Well, again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank Michael.
Thank you.
Great presentation. All right. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Second. Got a motion and we got a second. Ms. Caitlin, would you like to read off the donations you've received?
Morning, everyone. We have Gary Sanders with $50. He also actually adopted one of our little chihuahuas as well. Sandy Oaks Kennel Adoption swag bags, which goes to each adoption, and an estimate amount of $300. And Rabies Clinic donations was $40.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
Commissioner Casterline?
Aye.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Cheney? Commissioner Casterline?
Aye.
Commissioner Russo?
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick?
Aye.
Judge Garza?
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 11.
And move we approve the Rockport Center for the Arts report for the third quarter of 2024.
Got a motion and a second. Morning, Luis.
Good morning. I know you have a lot on your agenda, so I'm going to just cover 5 or 6 slides that we're going to queue up here in a second. I'm just going to get to the meat of the proposal, which is, basically visitation and where visitation came from. So I'm going to show you 3 reports. The first one is visitation to the actual Rockport Center for the Arts building, the 2-story building for the third quarter. You could see that in the month of July, we had 3,500 visitors, 1,900 in August, and in September, 2,400 for a total of almost 7,800 visitors. We also, in relation to the actual tourism data, tourism from greater than 75 miles, which is an indicator for heads and beds, was 44% in July, 58% in August, and 40% in the month of September. Our top market was the San Antonio market with 9%, 13%, and 8% respectively for each one of those months in the quarter. And then you could see one of the graphics below as to where the zip codes were recorded. Everybody that comes through that building is asked 3 questions. What is your zip code? Are you staying in an area lodging facility? And if so, how many nights? So that's where that data comes from. In the next slide, you see where the people came from the state of Texas. So the majority of our advertising dollars are spent in 4 areas. San Antonio at the top, Houston number 2nd, at number 2, and then Austin number 3, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Rio Grande Valley a distant 4th. So here in the next slide, we're going to cover visitation to the art festival. As you know, we had to cancel the second day of the art festival because of a hurricane that never came, Hurricane Beryl. And we worked with county officials and city officials to make sure that all that was handled safely and properly. So our normal, visitation to the art centers, to the art festival is about 10,000 people. So in the one day that we were able to host the festival, we have had about 4,700 people. The indicator for tourism for the festival for that 1 to 2 days, by that meaning that the artists set up on Friday, then they have the festival on Saturday, and then we told everybody basically to leave that evening before we were expecting to have the hurricane arrive in Sunday, and it's 63%. By comparison, that was 59% last year. So it's moving in the right direction. Most of the money for this advertising for this festival is spent in major metro. So we had 35% of that metric was from the major metro area, with San Antonio at 15% being our best market. Next slide. So can you go to the next one? I think it's it's for the rock. There's one more. Maybe you don't have it. So the other place where we collect data is from the actual conference center. And so we had a total of 1,079 visitors for rental events during the quarter. And on the month of July, 100% of the guests at the Rock were from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So that was a huge indicator for us. 59% were from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And 32% is what we consider local tourism. And that was for a business meeting that we had that month. So a total of 1,079 guests. And if you can go back to this slide. I want to show you all of the rentals for the entire year since January the 1st. And it's going to go up in a minute. So we've had a total of 35 rentals. That does not count all of the instances in which we actually use the space for our own programs, for concerts, for children's education, etc. So we had a total of 35 rentals, and there they are right there. You have 3 different categories that we have events for. In the peach color, you have business meetings. In the blue color, you have nonprofit rentals. And in the green color, it's social events such as weddings and so forth. So that gives you an indication of the total number of guests for the entire year for rentals in that conference center of almost 3,300 people. And then for our final slide is how we spent the hot funds that the county has generously provided us. So far, we've spent $1,560 in direct advertising, $750 to promote our sculpture garden, $10,177 to promote the art festival, $2,800 for our exhibition program, and then $8,000 for our performing arts. That is a category that you added to the budget last year, and I want to tell you that attendance to our concerts has really grown tremendously because we are able to use those funds to advertise for those concerts, and we're bringing top-notch concerts. We hope that you will attend the Malpass Brothers on November 15th. Tickets are almost sold out for that concert. So for a total request for this year is $40,000. We have actually spent year-to-date $23,872. We have received $23,872, and we have spent $23,297, giving us a variance of $575. Our quarterly impact is a little lower than we would have liked. That's the number in the summer months is usually closer to $20,000, but we know what happened with the storm. So our quarterly impact is $12,534, with a total heads and beds of 7,082 for the same quarter. Thank you. Any questions?
Good work, Luis, especially with that knock to the art fair.
Yeah, and your
Storm.
report also has an appendix that has how, all of the advertising campaigns that we were running simultaneously during that quarter.
I do have a question. With the exception of Beryl, how does your attendance compare to, say, the previous 2 years?
Well, we've grown attendance from, if you were to count last year, from 22,000 at the facility where we were on Navigation Circle before Harvey in the year 2016 to about 50,000 people. By comparison, the Art Museum of South Texas, which is in a community of 300,000 people, their visitation annually is 100,000 people. So we're doing pretty good by comparison.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Luis.
You're welcome.
Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 12.
I move to approve resolution R 24-2024 for the Indigent Defense Grant Program.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Morning, Madam Treasurer. I'm sorry, Auditor.
This is the resolution that we pass annually for the grant. It's required. This is just our time to turn it in for the next 24-25 year.
So we have received money from these grants in the past?
Yes, ma'am. We get about $32,000 to $35,000 annually. We report all of our indigent, what we spend on attorneys, and they reimburse us a portion of
Okay,
it.
great. Thank you. Those were my questions.
Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. 5-0. Item number 13.
I move to approve request for animal control officer to be recognized as first responder.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second.
I'm kind of surprised that's not something that the state does.
I'm sorry.
I said I'm kind of surprised that's not something that the state does.
Right. That's actually what TACA, which is Texas Animal Control Association, is wanting me to come and present to y'all in regards to that because they are trying to get to legislative to get that passed this year. Texas employs more animal control officers than any other state, approximately 1,350 officers. And with that, we've been able to build the statistics of seeing exactly how much. That's kind of where everybody calls it a different animal control. We're educated differently. We're taught more stuff. We're doing more things. We're involved more with community outreach, which if you go to the definition of first responders, they're defined as an individual who is early stages of an incident are responsible for protection, preservation of life, property, evidence, and the environment. Without that proper education that we are receiving through the state and all of the CE hours that we can accumulate, which we are required after passing a basic animal control certification, required to have 30 hours of continuing education hours.
Each year?
3 years, within 3 years. But if this were to pass, it would change to where each municipality, each county entity will require more hours for continuing education.
Do you know what the required number will become?
That I do not know yet.
Because one of my questions was what would be the projected cost for the additional training and certification? I think it's a good idea, but I know that there's going to be a cost associated with this change.
And that's what's the best thing about being considered first responders. We would actually be allotted grants to allow us to pay for that instead of actually having to go to budget for the education hours or money.
And that would be after the legislation is passed?
Yes, ma'am.
So if we approve this now and you need additional education until the legislation is passed, the county would be paying for it?
That is something that I believe will pop up later. They haven't necessarily, they haven't necessarily said how many hours or anything of that. But I do know that we would be allotted more grant opportunities to cover that, which if we have 30 hours, we already go above and beyond that. Most of our officers already have close to 100 hours by the time the state comes to review. Sorry.
That's okay.
Question I have is, will by us voting on this, will that make y'all first responders, or is that are we basically voting in support? Of it going to the legislature?
Correct.
Okay.
This is for in support, just because I can't just say, yep, the county supports it. It's coming to present to y'all to verify that this is something that y'all support so that the legislative can use that Aransas County as a number.
Are there other counties that are other communities that were the animal control officers considered to be first responders?
I would be able to get that to you. I'm waiting for TACA to give me that statistic number back on who's voted yay and nay to it.
So you're not the first?
No, sir.
No, okay. So is this a trend that seems to be going through the state?
Yes, sir.
And how does it help us with like insurance and things of that beyond?
Insurance wise, it didn't necessarily say. I'm hoping with the grants that they're stating, it would probably be something like that as well, to where it will help cover with that. Just because we would just be considered like every first responders, every grant that they're having opportunity for, I believe would be the same, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, so what would your process be as a first responder that would change from what it is now? Because y'all have a very good system now.
Oh, it would be the same. That's the part of it, is we're just not recognized. We would just be able to have more safety protocols put in place. We would be able to get more safety equipment than just using a clipboard and a catch pole if we need to protect ourselves.
They already get calls and they already the first ones on scene. Have you ever been in a situation where you're on scene and you needed?
Oh, I had 15 dogs literally fighting each other on a piece of property, and I'm one officer with nothing but a dog horn. And if I were to turn those angry dogs onto me, then I am one person with 15 dogs with nobody around. And that was at 7:30 p.m. I did ask for dispatch to have an extra officer, but I was told they were all busy just to arrive on call and see what happens and just let them know if I needed someone. Which if 15 dogs are on you, I can't necessarily let you know. So
they already respond. They're already first responders. It's just us approving, supporting that they be considered first responders.
And I would think it whenever they get legislation, you would want to come back for a resolution that we support
Yes, sir.
the bill.
Yes.
All right.
I think your department is doing a very, very good job.
Right.
Thank you. We're trying. That's what we strive for, so.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye.
I move to approve authorizing solicitation of requests for proposals for road materials for the county of Aransas and authorize the county judge to sign all necessary documents.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Morning, David.
Morning.
Good morning. This was our annual materials bid, the first step in that process.
And this will be for 2025.
Yes.
Okay.
Any questions? All right.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 15.
I move to approve FEMA Disaster Recovery Project number DR-4332-0015-TX. Hurricane Harvey Phase 2 Texas Division of Emergency Management Subgrant Award for a Hazard Mitigation Grant Program for the Aransas County Lamar Beach Flood Protection Project, authorizing the county judge to sign and execute all necessary documents.
I'll second that.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning,
Good
Commissioners.
Morning.
This is just the first step in getting the award actually presented to us. So if you look at your packet, you can see that it was at 2575
Yeah.
back in 2018. It's
50.
yeah. We're approximately 50-50. So there was some discussion about, do we sign the award letter and then not get the percentage change? But we need to sign the award letter and then go back to TDM and ask them a request to change the percentages.
Yeah.
And we have that meeting tomorrow.
And just to be clear, then once we vote to approve this, we still have the option to turn it down if we don't have the finances.
Correct.
So on the second page of that letter from Tatum, where it shows as of 7/10/24, that's what you're talking about, that the state's going to put up 57% and we're putting up 43%. So we went from 96,000 to 3 million, almost 400,000.
Correct.
It's because of the length of time, it's the cost of doing business now compared to what it was when we originally applied for the grants. But and that is what we will do, is go back to TDM and ask for an adjustment on the budget for it.
What's the likelihood of that being approved? I'm not going to hold you to it, Jackie. Just curious.
I can't, I would be very surprised if they do, but I don't think it's going to be enough to go back down to the percentages that it was in the beginning.
And what's their rationale for making such a significant change? I mean, because in 2018,
cost,
it was still 75-25. And then in 2021, it was still 75-25.
the cost, just the cost of what it is, and maybe the funds that they have available. I'm really not sure what their reasoning is. That's just what they came back and said that they would fund it at. That's why we are working diligently and meet with FEMA and TDM monthly to try to get these things, budgets realigned and get additional funding. Cost overruns is what they call them.
And we've been asking, I've written letters, several letters.
Exactly. This is the same issue that we're having with Shell Ridge. So, but we have to do this to be able to get to the point
Right,
where
I
we
understand.
can ask for the cost overrun changes.
I felt for a long time that all the hoops that they want us to jump through is just to try to get us to throw our hands up and say the heck with
Yeah.
us. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
That we could just go away and they could just
Yeah.
continue to throw
They
money
move
at
it on
Harris
to the
County.
next.
But we're going to keep jumping, right?
We haven't given up yet.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 16.
I move to approve accepting and approving as-built drawings for Linden Drainage Improvements in the County General Land Office Community Development Block Grant Disaster Relief Contract number 20-065-098-C270 and authorize the county judge to sign letters of as-built approval.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Morning, David.
Good morning. So this is Linden as-built. We finished the project. We've gotten as-built in and they've been reviewed and have been recommended for approval. Any questions?
Do these surpass the original plans? Because didn't we make some changes that were like upgrades?
These as-built will include any change orders that we had, that anything that we had done differently, changes in the field.
Okay, thank you.
Can you certify it's all complete, done?
Mott McDonald does.
Oh, Mott McDonald.
The engineer of record.
All right.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
All right. Passes. Can we go ahead and take right now a 5-minute break, please? Perfect. I'm gonna put us on a 5-minute. All right, we are back on, and I'm gonna change things up a little because we had changed our court location. We had Mr. George Webb went to the wrong location. He wanted to speak. Sir, you may come up to the podium. Yes, sir.
Doug Webb, from New Braunfels. My younger son is a county commissioner in Comal County, and I have some understanding about all the issues that are brought to y'all. I have an RV park, Fisher's Inland RV Park. I've started building it in 2000, and I've been enlarging it as I go along. And I want to add 5 more sites, and used to go to the county, get the information, have a design. They say go. State took over, and it's insane. It took me a year and $38,000 to find a designer. They quit. It's so stupid and complicated. Everybody that was a designer quit. So he gives me this design, and it's now that it says it has to be a 500-gallon capacity per day to be legal in the state of Texas. Well, that's 100 gallons per day for site. And these sites, I can designate them to be only weekenders, not people that live there full time. So it can cut the drainage down a little. For years, the county required 40 gallons per day. I worked for the highway department for a long time, so I overbill. I designed mine for 50 gallons a day. Never had any problem. You get them pumped once a year and they work fine. And the deer like the grazing on the mountains. And the lady at the state I talked to, she said, perhaps the county can give you an exception or a grandfather because you already have these others. And I know that's a really big can of worms for you to answer, to open rather, but I need it. It's insane to have 100 gallons per day for a little RV. Most of the RVs don't have washing machines in them, have a laundromat. All that water's going to the ones that are existing and working fine. This is just 5 little RVs. Thank you for your consideration.
Thanks, sir. I apologize. You went to the wrong courtroom too, courthouse. All right, now item number 16.
17. Move to approve change order number 5, construction contract for East Linden and the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 with Gerke Excavating Incorporated. The contractor requests an additional 24 days on the contract time.
I'll second that. Motion to second. One.
Good morning. I know you have a question.
So is this being presented retroactively?
Yes.
Okay. Because we have the as-bills. Okay.
Right. It's. Anything else? Questions?
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
All right, passes. Item number 18.
Move to approve accepting Linden drainage improvement in the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 as complete and authorize the county judge to sign a certification of construction completion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Okay, so my question then is, unless you're going to say something about
No,
this
go ahead.
first.
Ask your question.
So down in the background, it talks about, it signifies the county's acceptance of the project and authorizes the final payment of $84,284.49 to the contractor.
Correct.
So that's part of what we're going to approve now.
Yes.
But that $84,000 is part of the contracted amount.
Yes, but we won't pay that, so don't do this.
Right. I'm not asking for payment for that.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
saying
it's
that-
not in our schedule of payments. for
Okay,
now.
that's good. Thank you.
And are you satisfied with the project? I know the engineer signed off, but are you?
Yeah, I think this project came out really well.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes. Item number 19.
I move to approve change order number 4 for construction contract for Holiday Beach in the county's general land office, community development block grant, disaster relief, contract number 20-065-098-C270 to LCR.
I think that's one ahead.
We skipped
are.
one, didn't we?
Oh,
Run.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
Well, let me just cancel mine.
Yeah, before you see that motion, I want to go back to the last item.
Okay.
On the background, it says 84 million or 84,000, but on the actual change or on the actual document, it says 85,000.
I don't know which is correct.
Okay.
It certainly could be a typo.
Okay.
I had a lot of these to put together in a short amount of time.
Sorry, I just saw.
I move to approve change order number 7 of construction contract for Southeast Aransas County drainage improvements in the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270. Brizo Construction LLC requests an increase in the contract amount by $34,130.25, plus an increase in time of an additional 30 days.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Okay, so this project is getting close to finished. I'm not sure, 90-something%. We are doing things to make the project better. So basically, we're asking the contractor to do some additional work and giving them some more time for that.
So this is covered by the original grant.
Yes.
Good.
We're just trying to get all the money spent.
All right.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
All right, passes 5-0. Item number 20.
Now, I move to approve change order number 4 for construction contract for Holiday Beach in the county's general land office, community development block grant, disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 to LCR Total Transport LLC. This change order increases the contract time by 30 days.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second.
Okay, so this project is getting close to the completion date. We still have some more things we'd like the contractor to do that haven't been brought in here yet, but we do need some more time to make sure we can spend all the money.
So if we increase this by 30 days, then you can bring back a proposal to do some additional improvements.
Right.
There was a question also about the section of road on Palmetto Point. That'll be covered in this amount of time, extra time.
It should be, yes.
So David, does this contract, does it do anything on the east side of 35?
It does.
It relieves, I know that the stormwater meetings, we had some people that came from out there that had issues, or are those being taken care of? Or
Yes. I mean, I hope they are.
hope they are. Yeah, there you go.
We'll see when it rains again. Now we have increased structure sizes here at the outfall. Yeah.
Well, I know that last time we had the big rain, I drove out there and I think I saw Daryl out there too, and it seemed to be doing the new drainage really seemed to be working.
That's good.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
All right, passes. Item number 21.
I move to accept and approve as-built drawings for Loop 1781 road improvements in the county's general land office, community development block grant, disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270, and authorize county judge to sign the letter as-built approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Okay, this project is complete. We've got the as-built certified. We're ready to accept these and put this project to bid.
How's the road surface look?
It looks good.
Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. Passes 5-0. Item number 22.
I move,
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead.
move to accept Loop 1781 in the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 as complete and authorize county judge to sign a certificate of construction completion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second?
And this is the same as before,
It is.
where you'll come back later to get the approval on that final payment.
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 23.
I move to accept again approving as-built drawings for Rattlesnake Point Road in the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 and authorize the county judge to sign a letter of as-built approval.
I'll second that.
We've got a motion and a second.
So we've had a couple of big rains since this has been finished. How is the drainage out there?
It is good. We are Aransas County
We are.
and it is flat as can be. But, the ditches hold more, the pipes are bigger. It's better than it was.
All right.
The road is really good.
The road is excellent. I haven't heard any complaints
No.
from folks who called me before about drainage, so I'm hoping they're satisfied.
How many speed bump requests have we had so far?
I haven't had any yet.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 24.
I move to accept Rattlesnake Point Road in the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 as complete and authorize county judge to sign a certificate of construction completion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Questions?
Just confirmation, you'll come to us for approval of the $270,000. Okay.
Sure.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Man, David, you were up here for a while. I was gonna offer you a seat.
Judge, I did verify on that final payment for Gerke. It's 85,284.49.
So we approved in our motion 84,000.
We didn't really approve.
Oh,
No, that was
It was
just
just a question.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not, it'll come back to y'all for approval
Okay.
as in the accounts payable.
And it's correct in the attached document.
Yeah.
That showed the 280. Thank you, Jackie.
thank you, Jack. Item number 25.
I move to authorize the county judge to sign agreement with the Solco Group to prepare a disadvantaged business enterprise plan and triennial goal methodology for Aransas County at the cost of $8,600 to be paid from the airport fund, which is 90% reimbursable through the routine airport maintenance program grant.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
Does anybody have any questions on top of their mind, or otherwise I can just kind of dig into it just a little bit? Okay, so we need to have a DBE program in place before we can qualify for bipartisan infrastructure law dollars that are sitting in escrow for us right now as a grant with the Department of Transportation through the FAA. So right now we're sitting on about $1.3 million that will start, it'll start falling off after the 5-year mark, whatever that 5th year number was. So it was a 5-year grant. If we don't allocate this money, that BIL money by September 1st of this year, we'll lose $59,000 of it.
Of this year, so we've lost it.
Oh, sorry, of 2025. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. Sorry. I'm thinking fiscal year for the state. Sorry. I'm sorry, say that again.
No, I had the same question.
Yeah, and so we haven't lost it yet, but if we don't have it designated for a project by August 31st, actually, then we'll lose that first 59,000. And the same thing will happen every year for the next 4 years.
But we need this program in place
Correct.
before we can, that sounds
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
It's just one of those hoops.
Yep.
Looking through the paperwork, it looks like it's about a 45-day time period for the program to take.
It may take a little longer than that.
Okay.
It could take several months.
Okay.
We do have holidays are nigh upon us. Things slow down at that time. I'm hoping to have it done by March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes. Thank you, Mike. 5-0. Item number 26.
Move to approve the August 2024 Treasurers Report.
Second.
Got a motion and a second?
Good
Madam.
morning.
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 I assume y'all have the report. Is there any questions on the fund balances?
Well, on line 430, cap projects, grants, will some of this be offset with reimbursements later down the road?
Yes, ma'am.
But,
We are
yeah.
still expecting some pretty good reimbursements.
Okay.
I think we have, I think a couple million coming next week or very soon, so.
Mhm.
That'll be good. On 435,
Same story.
you know,
That one, we're gonna have to wait for any more monies from FEMA would be once everything is complete.
All right. Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes. Thank you. Oh, item number 27.
Move to approve the Aransas County Indigent Healthcare Report for September 2024.
Second.
Motion and a second.
We spent, $3,794,000, $794. And this is the first month of the new fiscal year, which we run on fiscal year to run with the state because we report to them. So that is a normal expenditure. I think we ended the fiscal year, I gave y'all last time, less than 50% of what we had budgeted or right at it, so.
Thank you.
Any questions?
And you had 85 prescriptions with less than 3,000. So you have made a major improvement there.
The number still kind of looks high, but
To me,
it just kind of depends on the conditions and it's usually our inmates that have those real expensive prescriptions come through.
but that is a great improvement.
Yeah,
over what-
they're working hard on keeping it down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes. Item number 28.
I move to table the adopted revised Aransas County procurement policy. Couple reasons for this. I did not get a copy of what the former policy was and what the revisions were. And I
I'll second
have always asked for that.
Second on.
Thank you,
You want to
Commissioner
say?
Castelline.
Got a motion and a second.
Okay, so my explanation is that I do not have a copy of the original policy and what the changes are being made for this policy. I understand the General Land Office has requested or required that we must update it, but I think we need to see what the changes are before we vote and approve them. And I want to be sure that the auditor's office has signed off on this because procurement is generally under the auditor's office, and that's not from whom this was received.
We did ask for the county attorney's office to review it. I have not had a chance to compare it to the previous one myself. I have just done a quick preview of it also. The only thing is that GLL was holding up
Right.
a grant for us without this change, which is in turn what that grant will prepare the hazardous mitigation plan for multi-jurisdictional is holding up a grant that's already been applied for under that also. So I would hope that we could get it at least on the 28th. I
hope so too.
Okay, thank you.
But I would like to get that former
I do.
policy and any revisions within a week's time. So we have a week to thoroughly take a
Okay.
look at this.
Can you work on that?
Should be
Tracy?
able to get it to you this week. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Not special, but get the commissioner's copy of the revisions. Thank you. All right.
We're voting on the motion to table. Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
All right, passes 5-0. It's tabled. Bring it up later. 29. Item number 29.
I move to approve and authorize the county judge to sign the Texas Association of Counties Workers' Compensation Renewal Agreement and Questionnaire for Plan Year 2025.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Good morning, Ms. Finn.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I worked on this with the auditors. We're going to submit it to workers' comp so they can get us our workers' comp rate for next year. Or excuse me, we submitted it to TAC.
I have a question. Under the engineers and surveyors, you have that we will have 2 in 2025, and our plan is to have 1 engineer in 2025. That our current engineer is, and we've hired a full-time engineer. The assistant engineer position will be vacated because that's a sizable amount of money.
Yes, ma'am. That's capped for the second engineer. She's listed as an engineer on our report.
Cat Cornwall.
Yes.
Does she have an engineering degree?
I don't know if she has an engineering degree, but she's been listed. What is the exact title? Do you remember? Workers' comp code.
I don't know what the title of the workers' comp code is, but when setting her up initially, however many years ago, she fit under
It was
that
probably 6 or
category.
7 years ago.
That was the category that she fit under on her job duties.
All right, thank you. And then I just have one other question. On insect control, it shows that in 2023, we had 5 employees with an estimated payroll of, I think it's 12,600. And in 2025, we have 5 employees with an estimated payroll of 53,000, which is quite an increase.
It is. I believe that's because they've been utilized a lot more this past year. So we were just accounting for that for next year as well.
All right, thank you.
I believe it's some of that because we have a full-time person.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam. That's true.
Yes, we are splitting part of the mosquito control abatement employee that is in environmental health. A portion of his salary is coming out of mosquito.
So is the insurance like that? Is it covered by the healthcare sales tax fund? Since it's mosquitoes?
Well, any portion that is paid, yes, is either out of the taxes or the healthcare sales tax. When we have to pay it, those expenses do come out of healthcare sales tax.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
All right, passes 5-0.
Move
Item number 30.
Move to approve the September 2024 Auditor's Monthly Report.
Second that.
Morning.
If y'all have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. One thing, I did not look at the treasurer's report, but we did receive a number of reimbursements through September. So it's probably less of a negative.
Great.
Under the 430 because we did probably get about $3 million or so in September. It may have been more than that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, some of them that we got. Other than that, I've updated and I've kind of changed up the grant stuff a little bit to give you more of an idea of where some of those grants are in completion. So if y'all have anything else you'd like to see with the report, I'd be happy to add it to it.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, 5-0. Item number 31.
To approve, budget line item.
Second.
Motion second.
We have none at this time.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 32.
I move to approve accounts payable and payroll/payroll liabilities.
Second.
Payroll liabilities and accounts payable are normal. I will point out some of them that we have in 430, 431, and 435. We have G&W engineers, which are the engineers for all of our generator projects with our TDM mitigation. It's $1,644. Mont McDonald for Little Bay feasibility study was $1,002. Mont McDonald for our street and drainage projects was a total of $142,144.14. LCR total transport for Holiday Beach project was $146,747.16. And for Southwest Aransas County was $318,668.51. Brizzo, which was our Southeast Aransas County project, was $84,892.95. Grant Connection, TCEQ, that's the Bayshore Drive grant, was $3,720.83. Mont McDonald for the same project was $3,708. And Orion Construction for the Bayshore Drive project was $44,346.13. 431, which is our ARPA grants, we had Tyler Technologies, $3,020.28, and T. Baker Smith, which is the detention center water tank, of $430. 435, which is our downtown anchor project, we had a invoice from Teal. Their August invoice was $42,333.17. And then we did pay for the Mimosa parking lot resealing for $15,900. And I meant to look up the other thing and I didn't do it. But I do have, I wanted to give y'all a cost of what it's for the temporary buildings, but I'll have to get that back to you.
Jackie, that Mimosa Street parking, is that where Teal had its lay down area?
Yes, ma'am.
So then we repaved over that?
Yes, we have.
I drove by there and it's noticed that it had been done.
It has been paved. It's going to be striped if it hasn't already. I do believe they're scheduling to stripe it. And is that where we're putting the temporary fence? Or is it? Yes, okay.
Temporary fence?
Yes, because for when they are bringing inmates in, they have to have it fenced.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Castellane.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. Passes 5-0. At this time, we'll hear reports from commissioners, elected officials, and department heads. No action will be taken.
I would just like to take a moment to do a public thank you to our IT department and our plant maintenance department for getting all of us in 7 locations with computers working, build out of courtrooms, build out of offices, and it's such a short amount of time. They just about killed themselves getting it done, but it was done and done well.
Yes.
I second that.
I'd like to add the county attorney's office because they had a lot of legal stuff to do to get these leases in order. Anybody else?
I'd like to say, want to thank Aransas County, Keep Aransas County Beautiful. They worked with the Coastal Bend Bays and Estuaries program in the first part of September. And I've got the numbers here. They were working in Holiday Beach to help do a cleanup. and they ended up collecting 140 cubic yards of material, which totaled 6.11 tons of junk and trash they picked up. And also the county environmental group transfer station, they helped them with the cleanup also. And the dumpsters were provided through the coastal bend bays and estuary program.
Cool. All right, we're gonna move on to section 13, reports about items of community interest. No items or no action will be taken. Community, Desiree, you got anything? All right, well, I'll entertain a motion to go into closed session.
I move we convene into closed session to consult with counsel and receive legal advice about insurance matters related to Aransas County's projects and insurance claims from Hurricane Harvey, including the following pending litigation. Number one, Aransas County, Texas versus Endurance American Specialty Insurance Company et al. Aransas County District Court cause number 23-0021. Number two, North Star Recovery Service versus Aransas County Independent School District and Aransas County. Aransas County District Court cause number 23-0066, consolidated with North Star Recovery Services, Inc. versus HR&R LLC et al. Aransas County District Court cause number 20-0159. Number three, Western Steel Company versus T2J Partners LLC, DIE/A FPS Recovery LLC, and Aransas County. Aransas County Court cause number 24-0072 in the 36th District Court of Aransas County, Texas. Number four, discuss the status of the formal alternative dispute resolution occurring between the county and Teal Construction Company for the Downtown Anchor Project and review of a proposed negotiated agreement regarding various pending matters as noticed for the September 23rd, 2024 regular meeting closed session, including but not limited to contemplated litigation, alternative dispute resolution, termination of the contract, changes to the scope of work, and various requested and proposed contract amendments to the contract sum and contract time. Pursuant to section 551-.071 of the Texas Open Meetings Act, which authorizes closed sessions for a governmental body to consult with its attorneys regarding advice on legal matters pertaining to pending or contemplated litigation or a settlement offer, or on a matter in which the duty of the attorney to the governmental body under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. Let's take a 5-minute recess and then be in a closed session.
Next time, I'll bring my cat back in here. I'm gonna bring my
All
cat.
right. It is 12:27. We're gonna go back in the open session. Do we need a vote to go to open session? Okay. Got a motion and a second.
Pull that down to you. Like, pull it down. There you go.
I'll make a motion to go into open session.
I'll second that.
Motion second.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casserly.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. We're in open session. And item number 35.
I move to approve authorizing the county attorney to further engage in negotiations at the project level with Teal Construction Company regarding pending claims.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casserly.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. Passes 5-0. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Cheney.
Aye.
Commissioner Casserly. Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.